Hello everyone, Welchy here and welcome back to another video from me. Brand new one, my first Black Ops 3 gameplay that wasn't the beta. So as everyone knows by now, the game is out and this is basically my first impressions video. I'm going to talk about my first impressions of the game, of course, but I also want to mention why I haven't uploaded any videos and whatnot. I've got about 10 minutes to talk, so I'll start with Black Ops 3. So as many of you might know, you might not know, considering not many people watch my videos. But basically, I have always been a big fan of Call of Duty since Call of Duty 4. I loved that game. That is actually the only one I ever max prestiged. Um, I did actually go back to it to do it, so I might have even done it a couple of years ago, just before the PS4 came out. I don't remember when it was exactly, but I didn't do it before any of the new ones come out. It was definitely after Black Ops 1 I prestiged the Call of Duty 4, so I didn't prestige it at the time, but it is max prestiged. But yeah, basically I've always been a big fan, all the way through up until Ghosts. I really hated Ghosts with a passion. Um, Honestly, by far my worst Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 3, my second worst. I wasn't really a big fan of Modern Warfare 3 too much. But every other one apart from that has been brilliant. And even Advanced Warfare, a lot of people are not a big fan of Advanced Warfare. I was a good fan. I didn't buy it straight away because of how much I hated Ghosts, but I did end up getting it and loved it. And that's why I got this on release day, and because the beta was so good. Um, so I had high expectations, but I wasn't overly pumped because obviously since the Call of Duty 4 they have dwindled slightly, well massively when it comes to Ghosts. But the beta gave me high hopes again, but I still didn't want to get too excited. But this game is brilliant. Um, Obviously, we're still in the honeymoon stage. The game's just come out. We're all still loving it. We're all still learning new things and getting used to maps and whatnot. But it is definitely a brilliant game, and it's definitely up there, one of my favourites of the series. That could obviously change, but right now it's definitely right up there. It's just really fun to play. I can't put my finger on it. I just can't explain what is so different about it. Obviously you've got the specialists and the jumping around and it's a bit fast paced and whatnot, but there's something about it, something different about it, not including all that stuff. Or maybe it is that stuff which why I love it, I don't know. It's just a very fun game, and despite what a lot of people may think, I think it's very balanced. um, a lot of people I've seen on forums and whatnot moaning about the silencer not being very good, but I think it's actually perfect this time round. Main reason people are moaning is because obviously it does really affect your weapons. So it has a basically it affects the range of the weapon, which it apparently did on other games, but it definitely didn't to this extent. It's much more obvious, um, and can really it can basically turn for example, a 3-hit kill into a 5 or a 6-hit kill, which does make a big difference. And a lot of people are moaning because obviously of how bad it makes the guns, and apparently it makes it a pointless attachment. But in previous Call of Duties, it almost became a necessity because everyone else would use it because it barely did anything to your gun. It was basically just the exact same gun but much quieter and didn't turn up on the minimap. But this time, you either go for the loud gun, which is more powerful, but you turn up on the minimap, or you go silent. You're not on the minimap, can't be heard, but it weakens your weapons. So there is a clear advantage and disadvantage where it never used to be, and I think that's how it should be personally. I don't use them. Obviously, when it comes to game modes like Search and Destroy, then it may become a necessity. But then obviously you lose your weapon power. So then someone else on the other team might have the exact same gun but without the silencer, and they will beat you in a gunfight if they spot you first, which is fair enough. You've taken the risk of taking a silencer. I think that's how it should be. It's a tactical decision, and that's how it should be. Other things, obviously, laggy disconnections. That's going to happen in the first week or two. I think it'll all get sorted out. But other than that, I literally have barely any complaints at all. I don't think I have any. There's things that aren't the game's fault, such as people playing capture the flag but not doing it I just suck at capture the flag, by the way. I am really bad at capture the flag. But there's people that just camp in your flag's area and don't even try and get the flag, but that is nothing to do with Treyarch or the game itself. That is the people playing the game, going for kills and not for the objective. But like I said, that isn't a complaint you can make to Treyarch at all. That is a complaint you have to make about people. But yeah, apart from that, I can't really. A lot of people, and this gameplay you're watching, sorry, I should have mentioned, is actually on one of the beta maps. So I apologise for that. I was going to hopefully get you a newer map. But I'm using the Gorgon, which is an LMG. Which one of my problems with Call of Duty games, in particular this one, and in particular actually any game, I tend to be a run and gun, so I run around like mad, get a 0.2 KD, something like that, with an SMG or an assault rifle, and I struggle to adapt to other guns like shotguns, snipers, and LMGs because I'm in my head I just have to run. And in this match, I had previously used the two LMGs before this and didn't really enjoy them, and I went for this one, the Gorgon, and I decided I'm going to play quite conservative. I've really concentrated, and I do pretty well. A lot of you will call it camping, and I don't care what you call it. It might be camping, but it's the only way to use the LMGs on this game, so that's how I used it. And this Gorgon, I can understand why people think it's overpowered, because it's a 2-bullet kill. It has got a slow fire rate, but it's not too slow to make it awful. It's actually not too bad at all. It maybe is slightly overpowered, but I'm hoping they don't change it just because I love it so much. It's now become my second favourite gun in the game, and I've never liked LMGs before. So maybe in that sense it is a bit overpowered, because normally they're not. But there's got to be a good LMG somewhere, surely. But where it does have its disadvantages, up close, of course. It's awful up close. Well, I say that when you're hip aiming it up close. If you're aiming down and they walk past you, you can still kill them quickly. But and also the reload's very slow, of course, as for an LMG. And aiming down sights takes a while to get down to the aim down sights. So it has its disadvantages. Obviously there's perks which speed that up, but it still doesn't go up that quick. Compared to an SMG where it can like snap up and you're firing away. So personally, it may be slightly overpowered, I may agree, but it's a great gun, and I recommend everyone uses it now before it does get nerfed. It will get nerfed, unfortunately. But yeah, so like I said, first impressions, love the game. I love the maps. The only map I've got a problem with is Aquarium, just because I don't like it. Just my opinion. I don't like the layout. I can't get used to it. It doesn't come up often enough either, which may be why I'm still not used to it. Every other map seems to happen a lot. Another slight complaint is that I tend to play one map like 3 or 4 times in a row before moving maps, and I believe I think you can vote. I haven't voted yet, but which may be the reason why. But it just seems to happen where I keep getting Stronghold, this snowy map from the beta. There was a day the other day where I kept getting the Redwood map, which I'm not a big fan of either, but it's not too bad. But yeah, I'm running out of time. Love the game. Basically want to finish off why I haven't uploaded videos. It's basically because I've hit a rut. I don't know what to do with YouTube. I did hit a rut. Because obviously I wasn't getting many views and stuff, and it was starting to get not on my nerves, but it was starting to affect me. And I've taken some time off, done some thinking, because I've been playing a lot of single-player games like NBA, FIFA. Obviously they're multiplayer as well, but playing a single player on them. Uncharted, Evil Within, stuff like that. And just been doing some thinking. I've been watching other people's YouTube videos, and while I've been watching them, I've realised I'm not really into the whole live commentary thing. One of my favourite YouTubers, and probably is my favourite, is Hutch. And I've always loved when he just talked to his viewers. I like the whole viewer interaction, where I'm talking to you guys instead of the live stuff where I'm just talking to other people or talking to myself and not talking to you guys, or just like making fun random noises and stuff. I'm not into that. I like this whole interaction stuff where I talk about my opinions and stuff. I like that thing, and I'm gonna keep up with this stuff. So it's not gonna be daily videos, I don't think, but there will be more videos from me from now on, hopefully. I'm gonna have a first impressions for obviously this one, Halo, which I need to do. I had one done, but I want to redo it. Star Wars when that comes out next week. Fallout 4, I will do that one once I've played it long enough. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Expect more videos from me again, this kind of stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.